What's up, you guys? Uh, Whoever tunes in, Grand Rising, God bless you. I just wanted to, I had a dream last night, and I woke up at like 5 a.m. with one of the most intense dreams I have ever had in my life. I've had a handful of them, but when it's new and it happened and it's now and you waking up at 5 a.m., that's a real zinger, you know. And so, anyways, I want to tell you this dream, and then I kind of think I know what it means, but here it goes. In the dream, I'm, I'm like, I'm somewhere, I don't know, I couldn't tell you really where, but a neighborhood. I want to say I was like over North Minneapolis, where I'm from, on Broadway near Santana's Market, if you even know where that is. And that don't make a difference, but in the dream, I'm like, I had a friend with me, but I can't find a friend. Not that I don't know where they are, not that they whatever, but and so I'm walking and I gotta walk from like the corner store across the street for something I need to get. And and while I'm walking, there's somebody walking towards me, and I could tell they about to motion for their hip and like grab a gun to try to rob me. And I kinda do this like spin away move, and like a car came between us. So it worked, but the dream like switched it around, so I had to walk past him again, and I did the same spin away move, and then again, the dream would not let me get around this person. So, and the person was with a female. It was a man. He was with a female, and anyway, so it happened one more time, and I grabbed the gun and I pushed them and kind of spent them their momentum on some my ninja moves that I got. Okay, that's what it is, my Jedi moves. But anyway, in the dream, I did it, and I turned around and kind of ducked back into this store, corner store, and I come in, and the owner's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "There's a dude out there with a gun, bro. What you call the popos, call the people, something." And the store owner, I don't know if he had a gun or a bat or a stick or something, and I kind of went. There's a store next to our store, and a guy and a girl walk into the store next to us, or what, like a salon, barbershop, who knows what it is. Uh, and somebody walked out, and so they backed out, and then they looked in the store, and I'm kind of crouching, leaning, trying to see, and I might have to snuff this person, and so they come in the store, and the owner's like, "What's going on?" Da 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 da, and I'm like watching. Anyways, I end up like punching this dude and like pushing him like out of the store. While this happens, the store owner's on one side, the front window of the store, and then there's a door, like a corner adjacent door. And the store goes from that to being a bus, like where the bus driver sits, the window, and the front door. It's perfect. Good dream. Good job, dream. And I walk out of the bus, and there's like a paramedic next to it, like a EMT ambulance. And so I don't know why, the same place I walked that I ran from, it was EMT paramedics just there, doors open, who knows. Anyways, and then I walked past it, and it became a hospital. And yeah, it became a hospital. And so anyways, in the hospital, this person is the same person. It's now at this point I know they're like a white person. They're a young white boy, right? And I'm from North Minneapolis. All the white people from North Minneapolis is just as poor as black folks. Not the gentrified North Minneapolis we got now. Thank you for that. But it's just he a dirty white boy. And instead of day oppression looking like day oppression show up on their skin is like dirt. And that's how those was my friends growing up, So no racism at all, but I just knew. And I see him, and he has handcuffs on and hospital clothes on now, and he's walking, and I see him, so I got to duck around, and I'm trying to get on the elevator ain't coming, and then so I'm like pushing the elevator button, and it's not coming, and I'm like, I ain't got time to wait for elevator, this dude got a gun, right? And so I do another little spin move into a bathroom, And my friend is there now. He's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Bro, like, I don't. This dude got a gun. He's angry. This is the third time I done seen him, bro. I don't know what to tell you." And so the kid is like he walks into the bathroom now, right? And I knew he was gonna find me just because that's how the dream go. So he walks into the bathroom, and I see him, and I gotta snuff him again, and I punched him, and he fell back and dropped the gun with the handcuffs. How do you handcuff with a gun? But you got it. And so I grabbed him, and as soon as I picked him up, this is where the dream take place. This is how it is. I grabbed him, I bear hugged him, and as soon as I did, I felt so much remorse and so much pain and so much hurt. And he didn't feel that. He didn't. I grabbed him, and as soon as I punched him, I was like, I'm sorry, right? And he, in the dream, he, like, him and my friend is like, Negro, he trying to rob you, so why are you sad? But I'm like, and no one said that, but I'm just like, why am I apologizing? It was like, why are you apologizing? And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the people that are supposed to be in your life, that are supposed to be here, aren't. I'm sorry that the people that was supposed to love you, ain't here. I'm sorry that they abandoned you and left you, because if the people that were supposed to be in your life, if the people that were supposed to have the level of integrity for you, if they was here, you wouldn't be out here trying to rob people to eat. Even the girl in the dream was gone. She wasn't there. Whoever, people we assume should be there might flake on us, yo. And so I'm just like, in the dream, I felt family members who just cast them off, and people who turn their back and just don't care. And I'm like, man, I could feel God's heart, yo. I could feel God's heart pouring. And kid you not, in this dream, I cried so hard. I wept in this dream. I cried so hard that it was scary. I wept so hard that physically it hurt. I cried so hard, it was like pouring out tears that literally I pray I never cry that hard in real life. I hope I never cry that hard in real life, because that's how deep and scary. Like when God, so I'm going through a season, walking out a season, and been in seasons of loneliness myself, right? Immense loneliness. I ain't got a mom I can go to and look, need for help and tell how my week going, is gonna call me, and I ain't got that. I ain't got a dad that give a damn about me, to be real honest with you. Aunts and uncles, I don't know if they even alive anymore, I come from a family that's either riddled with drugs, or riddled with disease, or riddled with loneliness, or addiction, or jail, or, you know what I mean? There's people in my life that I don't know if they're alive anymore. I ain't got nobody to call. And it's only been Jesus for like the last 10 years of my life, And so I think when you walk through seasons of loneliness, God has the ability to trust you with other people's pain. He has the ability to trust you with immense hurt. Why? Because God feels our pain, even if we don't like him, even to the people that could care less about Jesus, right? I'm saying Jesus feels our emotions, even for the people that don't even like him. In this dream, this person we would call evil and a terrorist. But when you got God's emotions and heart, you know why people are the way they are. And the key, I'm in the dream holding on to him like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry they left you, and I'm sorry they abandoned you, and I'm sorry they ain't been in your life, and I know you here walking through it, and just, I'm sorry. I will be here. I will stand in the gap with you. I'm sorry, weeping my guts out. Oh my goodness, Jesus. I pray I never cry that hard in my life. Three things, I say there's three things that God never wastes. And please remember this. There's probably more. Three things God don't waste. He don't waste time. God does not waste time. You think he's over here spinning his wheel? He's not. God don't waste time. He don't waste words. If he told you to do it, get it done. If he made you a promise, it's going to happen. He don't waste words. He ain't gonna have to, he shouldn't have to say it again, right? He shouldn't have to tell you twice. It should just be the fact that I said it is good enough. God ain't here to coddle your emotions. But with that being said, he don't waste time. He don't waste words. God don't waste pain. He don't waste pain. There was a point in time when I knew God turns our ashes into gold. He makes the worst things as good as if they never happened, better than they never happened. You find out you got HIV, you find out you got cancer, you find out, somebody in your family died, you find out you failed the test, you find out you got to be you're a widow, who knows, call it the worst thing. You've been molested, you've been raped, you've been cast away. God makes the worst, terrifying, horrific things that could ever happen to you as though better than as if they never took place. And that is only by his grace. That's only by his grace. That's only by his goodness. We live in a day where we want reparations, and I don't blame it. America kind of owe us a lot. They do. I ain't gonna say kind of. You do. But the fact that I know God, I'm a millionaire every single day. If I never get reparations, I could care less. I got God in my life. I got God in my life. I got eternity in heaven. I don't care if I ever get reparations. I don't care if I never get the promotion. I don't care if I never get the degree or the job or ever get to build my own private mansion or whatever. If all that is rubble and bullshit compared to knowing Jesus Christ, yo. If my family never gets healthy and I'm by myself, if the world turns against me and casts me away, as it has done before, guess what? It's all worth it to know God. I kid you not. If they come, drag me out of my house and slam me in a dungeon and people forget my name, God is worth it, yo. Period. I'm saying that as somebody who was a heathen. I thought I knew what I wanted. I assumed I knew what I wanted. Again, 3 things. God don't waste time. God don't waste words. He don't waste pain. God knows. He knows. And even to people who don't like him, he still feels your emotions. You could be hating God. In this dream, I should have killed this dude. You know how many times I had this gun in the dream? I could have popped this dude, got a medal, and kept it moving, right? No, God sees everyone's heart. He sees it from a different perspective, I remember, I'll say this and I'll close. I remember I had a dream. I was with one of my homeboys. Shout out to my homeboy Jabril. In this dream, and I had to stop at somebody's house for something. I don't know what it was. Turns out it was Puffy's house. It was P. Diddy's house in the dream. And I walked through the front door. They let me in. My homeboy with me, And Puffy had somebody hand him a tablet, something to write on, and he had to just sign something. And the servant took it and walked away. His wife and kids is over there on the couch watching TV. I'm sitting down at this man's living room as if I'm a cousin or family member, just chilling there. And I remember talking to Puffy I was like, Puffy, how was it between you and Biggie? With money, not on some conspiracy, could not care less. I don't believe it. But I was like, Puffy, how was it between you and Biggie? You know what I mean? If money got tight, if money got tough, how did you? And in the dream, Puffy said, man, Big was my brother. And he was like, if money ever got whatever, ever got tight, or we just made more money. That's what we did. We made millions. And I was like, I know that's right. And I stopped. And while in the dream, and I go, man, every day I know God, I'm a millionaire. And when I said it, Puffy went, what? What did you say? I thought I was in trouble. I was like, every day I know God, I'm a millionaire. And Puffy was like, say it again. Please say it again. And I was like, every day I know God, I'm a millionaire. And then I stopped and said, every day I know Christ, I'm a billionaire. Every day I know God, I'm a millionaire. Every day I have Christ in my life, I'm a billionaire. I don't need anything from this world. All it can do is take from me. Anything God put in my life, it couldn't pry it from my hands. It couldn't pull from me 1,000,000 armies. couldn't take what God has put in my life away from me. And I want to pray God blesses you with that peace and that joy today. It don't matter how dark these days are. It don't matter what political party you're part of. Love people and love God, and let God break through in your life and theirs. Let him trust you with their emotions. If God can if you trust God through some shit, God could trust you to some shit. I don't know if you want to quote that at church, but trust God through it, and God will trust you to it. God will trust you with emotions in other people's hearts, so he can be a blessing to them. In Jesus' name, amen, bro. Hey, bless you guys. Bless you guys.